Hi, I'm Catherine of GamerCast.net, and I'm going to do an unboxing of a game that I said I was going to cancel my pre-order of, but then decided not to because they sold out on the website, although they've now got them back in stock, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. But there's not really much I can do about it, as I've opened it, so it's mine now. And that is the Star Wars Old Republic PlayStation. So as you can see, Darth Malgus on the front there, fighting her. Nice little logo on the box. As you may be able to see, from me holding it at the angle, that like this bit here and this bit here are separate, and that's the middle of it. So these are like, it's kind of like the Sonic Generations one in a way, if you've watched that video that I put up, because it had like a little card lid that came off. And this is in a way kind of similar. As you can see, it's quite large, not as large as Skyrim, not as small as Sonic, but still very, very large, but also very nice. So you've got her, you've got him on the back there, with all the details of the PlayStation, fighting him, another logo. And on the top, you've got a nice Star Wars Old Republic embossed thingamajig. So yeah, this is just a little plastic sleeve that comes off. If you notice at the front, on that sticker there, if you can see it, it says how the TV's on right now. I'm going to turn that off, so it's, there we go. So it's not reflecting in the thing. You instead just get the picture of me. But it's got a little sticker there saying, oh, by the way, the game won't be playable until the 20th, unless of course you've got early access. I'm still waiting for my key, which is kind of annoying. So this slides off. It's a bit annoying it's sliding off. There we go, got it that time. So yeah, this then just has the details on it of what's inside and all the logos and the age rating and stuff. It's a lot more heavy duty than most plastic slippy things though. Okay, so this is really nice. I'm going to try and sit back a bit so you can see it, put on my leg. So we've got this, just then slots off the top. It's shaped inside to accommodate all the different shapes. I don't think the bottom slots off. It might do, it feels like it can, but I won't bother. So it's presented quite nicely. The box, all of the box itself is super rigid and isn't going to get hurt anytime soon. When I opened it up though, I was slightly confused by this. Because if you see the top of the box of the figure, it's covered in scratches. So obviously at the warehouse, when the figures were shipped to the place that put all this together, it got a bit hurt. So that's a bit weird. But yeah, so you've got everything inside here. So there's the journal, the game, the soundtrack, the map, and this is the figure here. What I'll do first, the game has a very nice steelbook. The standard version of the game does not come in this. So it's really, really nice. This is raised. This on the back here is raised as well. It's really nice. It's super freezing cold. It says Old Republic on the side there. This is a lovely steel tin, I must say. If I can even open it. Master strength. So yeah, one thing that is a little odd. I'm just going to pull out all my pieces of paper. I think I have to put that in. Yeah, that's the... so it's a 4-disc steelbook. As you can see in the picture there with the logo. It's a 4-disc one, even though it's a 3-disc game. So we've got an empty slot here, which is a little strange. Why they didn't put it in a 3-disc one, I'm not entirely sure. But it's nice because the discs do say collector's edition on them, which is always nice, of course. So inside here you do get a lovely EA instruction book, piece of paper, how to install the game pretty much. And then as well as that, you get about how to set up the security key fob thingamajig. It's like the ones, the Blizzard authenticators. So they give you one with the collection. This tells you how to set it up. And then you get a product registration code for the key as well. So I will just cover this up with my fingers instead. If I can get this little piece of paper back in. There you go. Little piece of paper there. Just registering your your security key fob thingamajig. Actually, no. Okay. No, this is my code for the game. It's just got a little picture of the key thing at the bottom, just saying, oh, you should set this up as well, because then of course people will be less likely to hack your account. But they put the key inside there, and so then that's all lovely packaged in this really nice steel tin. I think it's the main thing that's just really nice is the colour and how much it sticks out. Can't see anything at all. It's got a little bit of text at the bottom there as well. So there's the game. Then we've got the soundtrack. Soundtrack, right? No track listing. Oh, track listing is on there. Cool. So an array, or a selection of tracks. As you can see, oh wait, let me just see. 17 tracks. We'll just hold that there for a sec. And there you go, so they can be read now. So it's got a selection of tracks on there. I'll probably rip them because, well, no matter what, Star Wars music is always just great. I've always played Star Wars games, and I also played Star Wars Galaxies, the old MMO that came out years ago. I played it before they nerfed it and ruined everything, but enjoyed it while I played it, and it had some great music in there as well, especially because you were on the other planets like Corellia. I don't know, I spent most of my time on Corellia, a bit of time on Tatooine. Can't remember any other places. I think I came from Corellia, or my character did. But yes, I'm just going to pick this up and put this on the floor, just so I can show the, have they called it a galaxy map? Or it's not a star map, because if it was a star map it'd have stars. Yeah, this is the Old Republic galaxy map, so it shows everything within the galaxy that I'd like to think is reachable, but maybe not. So it's got a list of all the planets. You've got Hoth, Corellia, Coruscant, Taris. Oh, I remember Taris. I can't remember what my server was called on Galaxies, which is really annoying me. But yeah, it's got all the locations of different things on this kind of star map. The info it tells you about the planets is where they can be found on the chart. So the chart's numbered just like any other kind of map. It's also got a little key for like what kind of control the planets have over them. But it's all really nice. It's the nice kind of thing that you can put up on your wall, and it's nice and shiny as well. It's printed on fairly nice paper. Just trying to show. It's really hard showing something quite large, but that's nice. Of course, it could have been like on something cloth, but because that's of course how you always usually get maps. But it's more, well, Star Wars is a sci-fi universe. It's not a fantasy universe. So perhaps maybe if it was on some kind of acetate sheet of plastic, that would have been really cool. But then if you folded that, that wouldn't work very well. But no, as really nice as it is, it feels kind of like a map that you'd pick up from somewhere. Like when you're in like a hotel or something like that, and they've got little touristy stuff you can pick up, and this feels like the kind of map that you get from there. So which is really quite nice. So you get that, which is a nice little bonus. Then you've got the journal of Master Nostdural. Apologies if I've said that wrong. So I haven't been looking too much into the Old Republic kind of story stuff yet. I will be playing it, perhaps as a different class as I did when I first had a go. I've been told bounty hunters are quite good. But so this is quite nice. It's kind of like an account of all the happenings. I do what I've done quite a lot recently, and I'll just sit myself down and flick through from the back to the front. So it's kind of like a written journal in a slightly handwritten font, which does still look legible to read. So it's got the accounts of everything that's gone on or going on, but it's also got some really nice bits. So they obviously went for they obviously saw the Halo Reach collection edition and thought, you know what's awesome? Dr. House's journal. So there's all these nice little tidbits in the book itself. So here we go. We've got the shield generator defense plan. That looks well old school. So that's really nice. It's printed on really nice paper. It's nice that it's not just a straight out image. You've got some nice faded out kind of imagery in the background here as well. So there's one of the little things you get inside it. Look through a bit more until I get to another one. Oh look, that didn't take very long. Show this one. So these are quite nice because these have been printed really nice. It's on the right kind of paper if you ask me. So we've got a Jedi Temple floor plan. So that's really nice. I'll make sure you can see it all okay. So it tells you like where the Jedi Council are, meeting rooms, the grand meeting rooms, the lifts, the training rooms. It's really cool. Through a little bit more. There we go. Of course, as it's kind of a written account, there's no point in me like really stopping on the pages, because you'll just be then, whoops, finding out a little bit of information. Use that as a bookmark. Yep, I knew it would close. Oh, what we've got here. The Treaty of Coruscant. Article 15, Section 9. That's really nice. So, as you can see on the back, normal paper, but it's been printed as if it's slightly worn. So you can see there's a slight colour difference between the top here and going into the middle. It's got a lovely kind of watermarked image in the back. And I would say that it's acceptable for a nice kind of typeface font. That's just a very nice thing. It says classified very small. Perhaps it would say classified bigger. That's lovely. Things like this is why like the Dr. Halsey journal is really good, and anything that tries to imitate that is also very good because this is just lovely. I think that's the last of the little cool bits and bobs inside. Yeah, it just has lots of nice imagery that they've been busy drawing, and lots of info or backstory as such, with some awesome kind of maps and things that fit really nicely within the universe. Is that better? No. Just don't want to hurt it. There we go. So there's that. It's also got a little bookmark. Which, if I can get it to go to that page, is for some reason bookmarked here. It's just a blank black bookmark, but it's got one which is nice. So you don't have to kill the spine to bookmark a page. As you can see there, it's got a nice piece of ribbon which was tucked around the side. And that's you could call it an art book, but it's not really, because it's kind of a story book or an information giver. But that's really nice. It's been printed really well. We've got the side there, tells you what it is. So that's really nice. I'd say nicer than a crap art book, which is a given anyway. But you know how sometimes a collection can have a slightly cheaply made art book, and it kind of drags it all down a bit, but that like really lifts it up and makes it awesome. So this is the figure, by the way, that you've seen the whole time. As you can see there's my little security key fob thingamajig. If I can pull it out. Probably not. There you go. And you just press the button, I'm sure, and it gives you the code and type it in. Because of course EA are being quite high and mighty on security, I suppose. I've had at least 2 or 3 emails since I signed up originally for the beta, just saying, by the way, change your password, and just again and again. But I have done, because obviously they've had a few breaches. But they go inside, it just has a bit of plastic there that, if you can even see that, I don't know, that just helps everything sitting nicely, the figure sitting nicely. Does it have anything we want? No, it doesn't have anything we want. Made that all fluffy. Then we've got the Darth Malgus figure, which is made by Gentle Giant, I believe. Yeah, Gentle Giant. So we've got a nice little box. I was told by someone that Gentle Giant are the guys that, or the company that made the Star Wars animated figures. I may be wrong. But if it is them, they are really nice figures. If anyone's seen them, they're really cool. It comes with a little certificate of authenticity. It just comes in a little piece of paper. Is it open? No, it's just that. It's just saying, this is the Darth Malgus figure. And it was created by Gentle Giant. And it's for the Old Republic. So that's cool. So it just was like kind of stuck to the top of the polystyrene. I think I'll actually have him on my shelf because he's a really nice figure. So all over, well, not all over, on the front of the polystyrene says Gentle Giant. It's then sellotaped all the way around the edge. I have already undone this. Made a horrible noise when I undid it for the first time, but I think it was the sellotape, like all unclogging itself. So here he is currently. He's got a lightsaber and his stand there, or his base, I suppose. So what I will do, I will put him together. The base is seriously hefty, which is, of course, it kind of means that it's a good figure in a way. Or, well, I don't know. Well, it means it keeps him sturdy. It's harder to knock off a surface, and it means that they care about it and haven't just put some flimsy little piece of plastic as a basin. It has no kind of branding on the front, which I think is a shame. I think it should have maybe had a little plaque. This is Darth Malgus. I hope I'm saying his name right. I apologise if I'm saying it wrong. But there we go. A nice little plaque. Says Gentle Giant, that it's Old Republic. Copyright. And who it is. So this is seriously hefty. Can you hear that? It could kill you if you whacked someone over the head. It's like an ashtray. It's the weight of an ashtray. Okay, so then we've got him. Some silica gel. And I'll pull out his lightsaber. Actually, I'll set. Oh, you can't see it. Down there. So he's a fairly good figure. He's not too bad. But I am known to complain about figures, statues, whatever you want to call it. He's not an action figure. That's what I'll say. He has not been made to bend. He's been made to sit. 2 little hands. I need 3 hands. Okay, so he has 2 metal rods that then go in the tiny little holes, which you can see in the base. There we go. Nice. What I'll do first, so he's got his little red lightsaber. Pop that in there. There we go. Not as secure as I'd like. But at least they didn't have that audio on it, because that's the kind of thing that could break, even if he's in polystyrene. So the figure itself is made out of some kind of hard plastic. Does it say what he's made out of? No. Just 9-inch collectible statue. So then he slots, I imagine, that way. And there we go. And there's the figure. Little circle round. And I should have some music playing in the background. I won't doodle, as in sing, for long. But yeah, he's very, very well made. He's very well painted as well. At least the one I looked at today was, yeah. So his eye. Stop putting me in focus. There you go. There's his evil eyes. Very well painted. No little sloppy bits of paintwork. So I'm actually very happy with him, because, I mean, well, I don't know. The figures I've gotten recently are very good. The Sonic one was nice because it was very, well, Sonic's a clean looking character, so you're never gonna have a problem with paintwork on Sonic. But it's of course always harder with more complex characters who have got all these little intricacies. But it's a really nice figure. And hey, I've got the game for 30 days now. Well, when I say 30 days, I mean, of course, because of you get 30 days of game time before you have to pay anything. So I've got that to play now. Should I put him here? Kind of sitting in the background. I'll use this as my frame of reference. So of course the PlayStation has some digital stuff with it as well, because it being an MMO, just like what they did with WoW, well, what they do every year with WoW. Well, there's not is it every year? No, it's every year or so. They do it with WoW, they did it with Warhammer Online, they did it with Conan. I believe Conan had a collector's edition as well. They did it with Star Wars Galaxies as well. Well, I'm not sure if that had any digital content, but the Star Wars one, sadly doesn't say it there, has 7 digital items. So you get the collector's edition store, which allows you to then have all the items that are there. You get a mouse droid, so the small ones. Sadly, you don't get a gonk droid, who are the cuter ones, if you ask me. You get a STAP, which is an in-game vehicle. It's a single trooper aerial platform. So in a way, it kind of looks like the equivalent of a... Oh, what's it called? I can't think what they're called. The weird things that you just stand on and... I can't think what they're called. Whatever. So you get an in-game vehicle. You also get a flare gun that fire flares into the air, in case you didn't know what flares were. A holo dancer. So you have your own little holo dancer that you can project onto things. A holo cam that allows you to keep visual records of your in-game adventures. And a training droid that hovers at your side for combat assistance. I imagine the training droid would be best for if you decide to become Jedi, because of course then it'll be like Luke and you'll be able to spar with it. But yeah, so that's really nice. What I'll do, I can just popping it all back on. I can do that and hold that here. Yeah, so that's the Star Wars Old Republic Collector's Edition. I believe it was available in America as well. I may be wrong, but I'm quite sure it is. It was £130 though, which is really expensive. Just as expensive as the Skyrim one. Way more expensive than Sonic. But I thought I'd go with it. I bet in a few weeks' time, Game have it on their store, on their website, half price, and I'll be kicking myself like I am with Skyrim. Because that, of course, I paid £130 for, and it was 70 quid the other week, which is crazy. But this is a lovely collection. It will sit, well, he will sit proudly over there with my other figures and look nice. Of course, if you're looking forward to you should check this out. I'm looking forward to having another play with a different style of character. I only wish you could play every race as every class. I understand why they've done what they've done, but I was more used to the Galaxy's way of doing it and their kind of class system and character system. I have played WoW since, of course, but I really did enjoy Galaxies, and I'm just hoping it kind of creates the same kind of atmosphere that I was used to. Of course, I'll no longer be able to be an image designer, which was great when you could exploit the game in order to get money off people. That makes me sound really dodgy. There was like a bug back when I played Galaxies, and as an image designer, if I chose to change a certain thing of a person, I could give them different heads. So I could give a human Twi'lek ears, not ears, Twi'lek tentacles, or give a Bothan Zabrak horns, cool things like that. And that was where the money was, until of course they patched it and it got fixed. But Galaxies was really cool. I really enjoyed it. So hopefully I will like this as much. I'm sure BioWare have done a really good job on it. I look forward to playing it. And hey, if you're playing it too, maybe I'll be on your server. Who knows? I will be playing on a European server though. Perhaps a PvE, not a PvP, because I'm more of a PvE person. Because I'm more of a single player person. But that doesn't mean I won't be up for raids, or, well, they're not raids. Heroics? They've called them something different, but they're instances and raids and stuff like that. But yeah, so there's that. It's a nice collection. It's very well made. I wish I didn't pay as much for it as I did, but the overall quality of all the items with it do make it worth that money, if you ask me. Although it is about 3-4 times the normal cost of the game. Yeah. Anyway, I bought it now, so I can't go back. yep, if you're interested, you should pick it up now. Game have them on their website. I checked this morning. I don't know if they'll still have them any other time soon. But hopefully it will do well. I know a lot of WoW players who are leaving WoW to play this, or I know a lot of people as well who are just deciding to play this as well because they used to play Galaxies. Sorry, my voice. So yeah, I will catch you for my next collector's edition, which will be very soon because I picked up another game. But other than that, it will probably not be anything new until the new year. At least any new releases, because of course nothing else big is coming out until next year. But I will see you then. Bye!